Inside the compound, the man with a $50 million bounty. Imagine the government putting a massive reward on someone. Millions of dollars, posters, news reports, international search teams. They want one person badly. For years they searched. Helicopters in the sky, armed patrols on the ground, raids in the middle of the night. And somehow, he kept slipping away. This is the story of how one man built a network so strong that even a huge bounty didn't make him easy to catch. But this isn't just about one person. It's about how power works. His name is Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes. Most people know him as El Mencho. He leads a criminal organization called the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Now let's pause. A cartel is basically an illegal business. But instead of selling normal products, they traffic drugs and use violence to protect their money. That violence hurts real people, families, communities, towns. So when governments go after someone like this, it's because the damage is serious. He didn't start at the top. Like many leaders of criminal groups, he worked his way up. Over time, he helped build an organization that grew fast, really fast. Instead of operating in just one small area, the group expanded into multiple regions. Think of it like a company opening branch offices, except these branches were illegal operations. Different areas, different teams, all connected, and that structure made it strong. Now picture this, far from big cities, deep in rural areas, dirt roads, mountains, there were reports of heavily guarded properties, tall gates, armed guards, people watching roads from a distance. This wasn't just someone hiding in a basement. It was organized. People nearby would watch for strangers. If something looked off, a message would go out. Hey, something's happening. And when information moves fast and survival chances go up, it wasn't just walls protecting him. It was people. Here's the key part. You can arrest one person, but it's much harder to shut down a network. Imagine a spider web. If you break one strand, the web still stands. This organization used layers. Local leaders, regional bosses, financial handlers, security teams. If one layer got hit, another layer kept things moving. That's why it was so difficult. Law enforcement would capture someone important, but the structure stayed in place. Authorities didn't just sit back. There were military operations, joint task forces, cross-border investigations. Vehicles rolled in, helicopters circled, raids happened fast. But here's the problem. If someone gets warned even a few minutes ahead of time, that's enough. And in areas where loyalty is enforced through fear or money, information spreads quickly. It's like trying to surprise someone when half the neighborhood is watching for them. That's not easy. When rewards get into the millions, that tells you something. It means authorities believe the person has major influence, major resources, major impact. But here's something important to understand. A big reward doesn't automatically mean quick success, because rewards rely on someone talking. And in networks built on fear and loyalty, people don't talk easily. This story isn't just about one man, it's about systems. Criminal groups survive because they plug into bigger problems. Demand for illegal drugs, corruption in certain places, weak local enforcement in some regions, huge amounts of money moving quietly. As long as those conditions exist, groups can adapt. If one leader falls, someone else steps in. That's how systems work. They're built to survive pressure. It's easy to think in movie terms. Good guys, bad guys, final showdown. Real life isn't like that. Taking down large criminal networks takes years, sometimes decades, and it requires more than just chasing one person. It requires breaking supply chains, tracking money, strengthening institutions, protecting communities. That's slow work, not flashy, but necessary. Here's the big takeaway. Power isn't just about the person at the top. It's about structure, money, loyalty, control of information. If someone builds a system that runs even when they're not in the room, that's real power. And that's why dismantling these kinds of networks is so difficult, because you're not just removing a name, you're trying to untangle a web. The headlines focus on the bounty, the manhunt, the dramatic raids. But the deeper story, it's about how networks protect themselves and how long it can take to break them. Because in the end, catching one person is hard, but dismantling a system, that's even harder. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more informative